All right. Hey, I'm Vanessa Moon. I also known as Pink Moon Witch over on Instagram. I'm a 46-year-old autistic, perimenopausal Xennial. That's with the X people, Xennial woman from South Brisbane. And I've been in more MLMs than I care to admit. Oh my God. Let's see. Amway, Herbalife, Energic, send out cards twice. And a few that don't even exist anymore. Anyway, so if you're here, it's because it's about something about MLM. It's just not sitting right with you anymore. Or you're starting to question what you've been told. Yeah, you're in the right place. I make these videos to unpack the tactics, the manipulation, the false promises, and to help you feel less alone if you're waking up to the reality of these models. This is a no shame, no judgment space. Just real talk from someone who's been there. And yes, all the disclaimers, everything I share is based on personal experience and opinion. This is all personal experience and opinion. The full disclaimer is, of course, down in the description below. Stick around, subscribe, subscribe, and definitely come say hi over on Instagram. Again, I'm pink_moonwitch over there. That's where we keep the conversation going. So with that, that's my little intro. We get started on this. I have notes on my phone. That's definitely happening. I'm going to take my phone offline. Take it off the internet so I get better here. Just bear with me. I know I should have done all this beforehand, but whatever. My notes. Thank you. First of all, before we get started, I'm not going to assume you know what an MLM is. Not everyone is like me and has a special interest in these things. So, what are MLMs? MLM is short for multi-level marketing. It's also known as a whole heap of other things. You've probably seen the terms used online. It's network marketing. It's high-ticket affiliate marketing. Some of them even use the term affiliate marketing wrongly. Some people to call it social selling. I know former Modere people do call it social selling, and a whole heap of other names that people love to call it, except MLM. Multi-level marketing companies, I'm giving you a little spiel. Multi-level marketing companies promise income through product sales. We're about to, anyway, no, I'm not jumping ahead. And recruitment, underline recruitment. But most participants, of course, lose money due to the pyramid-like structure. I'll get that words out. Pyramid-like structure, because it is. You've got every single income disclosure statement you look at across the board. Every single time it is. Everyone up here, all the little tippy top people going, this is awesome. Everyone can do this. Get in now. Okay. So a 2011 Consumer Awareness Institute study found that 99% of MLM participants lose money, and Australia, where I'm from, is not immune to these schemes. Now, Nueva's pitch. We'll go into the cast of characters and everything soon, but I'm just doing a little introduction for you. Nueva's pitch is basically, and I have my tea ready. Please have your tea ready. Please have some sort of beverage nearby, because I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to go for a while. This is unedited and real and raw. So keep it on the background. Oh, yum. That was yum. Anyway, I sometimes get distracted by my tea because I enjoy what I create, people. I enjoy what I create. Anyway, so this video that we're about to watch hypes Nueva as a game-changing MLM with wellness products. Peptides, people. Peptides. A lucrative comp plan. Have yet to see it. And I have to do this. Field first. Sorry, you'll see. You'll see. Field first model. It will be using emotional and spiritual pills. And yeah, you're going to see this as a classic, too good to be true. It really is too good to be true. All right, so for the Australians, pardon me, more tea, please. That's great. For the Australians, MLMs like Amway, doTERRA, and Juice Plus have faced scrutiny here in Australia for misleading income claims and targeting vulnerable groups like regional mums and retirees. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, ACCC, regulates pyramid schemes. Well, yeah, well, we want them to, don't we? And Nueva's recruitment focus raises red flags under Australian Consumer Law, ACL. So, yeah, think twice, peeps. Why this matters. Why this matters. Why are we here? Why am I doing this? Why does this matter to Australians? Nueva's promises, you'll see this, and it's not just for Australians, everyone. Nueva's promises of wealth and wellness could lure you, anyone here in Australia, potentially, and anyone, especially in tough economic times. This video will expose tactics using, look, I'm going to use sometimes some Australianisms, I call them. So, you know, local slang and my own approach, okay? So now let's get started. We're going to listen to the first minute and a third, because then I've got some commentary from that point onwards. We're going to listen to this in real time. Please forgive their voices. Look, you know, you might have some sensory things with their voices, but you just bear with it, grin and bear it like the like he is. Come on, let's all. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, let's all do that. All right, let's get started.
Excited to hang out with you along with these amazing rock stars who we are also so grateful to call like the amazing besties, friends ever. And we're excited to talk to you guys about, gosh, what we've been doing. Like John had shared, it's crazy. We feel like we've been like going 90 miles an hour and feel like it's like been 4 or 5 months. And then we realize it's been day 5. So but that just shows you like how much can happen in just a couple of days. And a lot of you guys, I've had a chance to meet, whether it's on social media or wherever. And some of you guys, maybe a friend of yours invited you on and said, hey, you got to take a look at this. And they were excited. And here you are. And you're like, what the heck is even happening? I have to tell you, we're still kind of.
What the heck is happening, peeps? What the heck is happening? You're launching another MLM. You're launching another broken ass business model. Like, anyway, all right, some commentary. I did give you a little bit of stuff. So anyway, they're claiming, okay, not just there, but I'm going to go further into it. They're going to be claiming that they're launching Nueva with unstoppable momentum. And again, let's sit here with the whole 5 days thing. The 5 days, a little bit of context. Last week now, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a hot second. Modere, M-O-D-E-R-E, Modere, basically ghosted everyone. Went, see ya, and did a rug pull on everyone, employees as well as the distributors. They just closed up shop. They took, if you are part of the MLM space, you might want to look up Julie Anderson's little video. I'll put it in the description below. Get the words out, Vanessa. Description below with the playbook, Justin Prince's playbook. They kind of took I have to say it, they kind of took a page out. They decided not to pay anyone and close up shop, close the business, or even, I don't know, sometime Friday. Oh, yeah, close the business Friday. That's right. They shut up shop, did the rug pull, close the business Friday. And so everyone went in the weekend. Yeah. I will put the Justin Prince playbook, Julian Anderson commentary stuff below in the comments. You want to watch that. It'll give you a lot of insight. Really, if you're new here, or you're new to questioning things, you're wondering why there's so much anti-MLM noise. Yeah, watch that video. One of many, but watch that video. All right, let's move on. They're going to be framing it as this exciting opportunity, okay? So watch out for that. And my counter argument to all this is a 5-day launch screams dodgy AF. I don't know about you, but we just put this all together in 5 days. Woo! It's like a legitimate business for me, like a cafe or even a tech startup, takes years, or even not even that. It takes like a couple of months minimum. Just, I don't know. This to me smells a lot like a rebrand to keep their downlines, and they're panicking because where do they go? You know, I'll go into like a little later of like where potentially other people have gone. You can comment below, of course, where you think people have gone. I have my theories. I know where people have gone, but you can comment below all the different MLMs where you feel people have gone. And this tactic collapses. This tactic will collapse. It's not, I don't see it as working. And the momentum hype they're going to have in this call, the momentum hype, it's a classic MLM tactic to create FOMO. I will give you this. The ACCC warns that high-pressure pitches are a pyramid scheme red flag. And this right now, no products, no website at this point in time, at the time of this video and my video, at no point, there's no website, there's no product, there's nothing. It's just this. It's just this video. Anyway, so vital information for everyone to keep in the noggin throughout this. Real businesses don't sprout overnight. No. The rush suggests that banking on their existing networks and downlines, not building a sustainable company. And even MLMs just aren't sustainable anyway. We all know that. I know that. Anyone in the anti-MLM knows that. Space knows that. You will too. And please, whilst you might love a good deal, don't fall for this joy now spruiking. Yeah, let's keep going for a little while.
Kind of a little bit like what the heck is happening, but we are fired up to be here. All of us leaders that are here today that you're going to get a chance to hear from, we've all been in this amazing profession of network marketing for a long time, 20 plus years. And so combined, long time. And we've had the opportunity to actually work together for, gosh, some of us the last 7-8 years, some of us the last 13 years here inside actually our prior company as of Friday, which is still weird to say. But I'm
going to just pause here. An interesting little footnote you'll notice with this. I'm going to call it up front because it's going to annoy me. Again, go back to the Justin Prince thing. They're still indoctrinated in their thinking their former company is going to come after them. And this is a big thing for most MLM Huns and Hun Bros. Yeah. They just don't mention only one of them throughout this whole damn call mentions the former company. I will tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, because who's going to come for me? It doesn't exist. Modere doesn't exist. Modere is their former company. If they ever say former company, former whatever, it's Modere. I don't know why they don't say it. Well, actually, I do. I just said why. I just said why they don't say it. It's because they're scared to be sued, and this is such indoctrination stuff. This is where the indoctrination comes in. This is where they've been taught certain things, and it's hard to just overnight, like anything. If you've been indoctrinated in something for 20 years, like they've said, it's hard to let go of that. What I will do here, though, is quickly, I'm going to bring up my notes about this little cast of characters so that you all can kind of get to know them a bit. And anyway, wait, I'm going to bring it up. Bear with me. So anyway, this is there's Tony Zalecki. Yes, I said that right. Yay, I said that right. There's Tony Zalecki, and stop phone. It's asking me to. I don't want cloud storage. I don't want iCloud storage. Screw you. Anyway, I have to turn that on. Okay. Oh, I didn't put this in my notes. Bear with me. One moment, please. Okay. Here we go. Tony and Lisa Zalecki from my notes. I'm going to actually put a little bit in the description below too. Lisa Zalecki. While specific details about Lisa's MLM history are scarce, she is associated with Tony in their network marketing endeavors. Woman, be your own woman. I just have a thing. The feminist in me is like, be your own woman. Anyway, Tony Zalecki, alongside his wife Sarah. Oh, that's Sarah. What? Who? Wait one moment. Anyway, Tony, along with his wife, has been a prominent figure in network marketing, achieving Elite 3 ranking at Modere. So that's them there. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
We're so excited about just what's kind of transpired together. We looked at, when we all actually first started working together with our prior company, one of the things that was really our heart is that we knew that the model was broken inside of network marketing. We knew there was things that needed to get fixed. There was a lot of what I call gotchas and black holes, and things that really caused people to not have success. And so we really worked hard over the years of really kind of creating a new model for the network marketing profession. And I have to tell you, like, we figured it out. You know what I mean? Like, we figured.
Just a quick, my own personal thing. I'm just shaking my head here. You didn't figure it out. It's the same, copy pasted from Amway. Anyone who knows anything about MLM history knows Amway is the granddaddy, grandmother, whatever you want to call it, of all MLMs. It started because it took up anyway, I won't go into too much of the details of that. I might in another video. However, like, just delve into the history of like Amway and all that sort of stuff. Oh, I'll put a link. I've probably got a video that I've got somewhere, links about how Amway neutralized all the things, how it all got started. Yeah. every time someone says, yeah, the model's broken and da, 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 I'm like, you're so close. You're so damn close. The model is broken. And by the way, I will never, ever in any of my videos say MLM industry. I'm going to say this right now. One of my biggest quips and qualms that I would love the anti-MLM movement to do is stop calling it an MLM industry, because it gives it some legitimacy. It's not an industry. These are all scams. These are all potential fraud. I know this has got no website, no product. It's just all hot air. They're all saying, just believe me, just, hang out and chill out and don't go anywhere else. But believe me, we got your back. No, they don't got your back. They don't got your back. And let's just keep going. We'll just keep going. It's just,
out in a big way, and we put the points on the board, and all of us combined did billions of dollars in sales. And unfortunately, things kind of changed for us last Friday. And we know that there's a lot of things that are happening in the profession, and we know that there's kind of a lot of movement, and people are just looking for a better way to do business. And so we just said,
people are looking for a better way to do business. Yes, they are. And it's not an MLM. My tagline, you're going to hear me say this so many times. I want to get it through your head. You really need to have this in the back of your head when someone pitches you an MLM. There is no such thing as a good MLM. Because one of the biggest arguments that I see and receive from people that are, they don't really know, they haven't delved into it like I have and have this special interest. Most people out there just be like, oh, it's an MLM. I wouldn't do it. But they would, because so many people are not educated around the model, that all of them are the same. There's no new model. They all rely on recruitment. This is proof positive. All of them are recruiting you. You are the product. You right now watching this, you, the person, are the product. You, your purse strings, your model, your bloody money is the product, not the actual product that they're allegedly going to be giving out, which is a peptide thing. And don't worry, we'll get to it. We'll get down the road, and they'll be throwing shade at a different MLM that was started by a different former Modere person, Justin Prince. And if you're new here, it's a whole thing. Think of anti-MLM as, this whole thing. The reason why I'm interested personally is it's a mixture of a soap opera. It really is. It's a mixture of a soap opera and true crime for me. It's entertaining AF. Anyway, continue.
you know what? There's a lot of great things that are out there, but why can't we do it on our terms? You know what I mean? Like, why can't we create it the way that we want it to be done?
Okay, so I got news for you. You can create it the way you want it to be done. Yes, it is about creating your own business. However, it's called legitimate affiliate marketing. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't know how many other anti-MLMers out there are like this, but I am actually all for actually real, ethical, legitimate affiliate marketing. It can be done really well and really ethically. It can be done ethically. It can be done ethically, and it can be done really well. And I'm talking about true, legitimate affiliate marketing. If you're going to do that, do it properly, not an MLM where recruitment is the focus. Just send out the link, like you sign up. There's no, here's the other thing. This is why I say pseudo, they're not really an affiliate marketing thing. When people go, no, I'm not MLM, we're affiliate marketing. If there's any money for you to join, if it requires anything up front, get this through. Just really sit with this. If it requires anything for you to do other than just give your name and email address and potentially PayPal or whatever so that you can get paid out, it's an MLM. it's, or else it's what I call pseudo affiliate marketing. It's not really legitimate, real affiliate marketing, because real affiliate marketing, all they need is your name, potentially probably your address, maybe just to make sure you're real, email address, definitely, and how to pay you. They don't require any upfront fees, any ongoing fees. They don't care if you post their link once every 7 years. That's all it is. It is legitimately free, except for, of course, your data, your details. That's affiliate marketing, and that's the only way, in my opinion, to really do things. And all these people, they're actually probably really good affiliate marketers if they got into that space. And I don't know if they could do it ethically, because there's a lot of deprogramming, deconstructing that you have to do when you're involved in MLMs, and especially how long some of these people have been involved. Your literal brain is rewired. I'm not kidding. You look at up how people's beliefs are formed and all the psychology and all that sort of stuff. This is brain rewiring. Look up how cults work. And yeah, it's going to take some effort to deconstruct and deprogram for them to actually do a ethical, real business, not this shit. All right, let's continue.
Where it's, all the decisions are based around the field, right? It's like, one of the sayings that I am so adamant about is like, if you take care of the people take care of you. And that's what this new company is based on, like 100% for the people. And so we're going to walk through it with you.
100% for them. I'm letting that sink in. 100% for them, not for the people, not for you, not for their downline. 100% for them. They want to keep their downline positions, because I'll put this in up front, because then we can just continue to listen and I won't have to stop so much. I'll do a lot of stoppage now up front, and then we can listen to most of it, because there's a lot here that I want to share. And once it's shared, we can listen. So I go back to what I said again. You are the product. It's not for the people, not to look after you. It's to look after them and their downlines, because allegedly, according, in my opinion, or the legalities, allegedly, in my opinion, what's happened here is they've all gone in on this, keeping their positions. Like whatever they were in Modere, whatever positions they were in Modere, they're keeping those positions in Nueva. That's one of the agreements, allegedly, in my opinion, I've heard on the grapevine, is going on with this whole thing. And if you remember that, if you remember how they're keeping their positions, hence they'll keep however much of their downline they're able to keep, because truthfully, how long are people going to wait around? When there's so many other MLMs they can and have jumped into right this minute. It's for them. It's 100% for them, not for the people.
Guys, tonight, kind of share with you guys our heart and our vision and where we're going. And we want to, invite you to be part of it. If this is something that you're like, oh my gosh, I don't understand all of it, but you feel that tugging, let me tell you, that tugging is something real. And so we're just thrilled to have you participate with us tonight.
And this is way bigger than a business tonight. This is a fresh start with fierce intention. Now you're going to see a new era of leadership. And this era of leadership that is going to speak tonight, I've had the privilege to build with them, travel the world with them, help thousands and thousands of people literally all over the world. And
I'm stopping here again, because this is going to happen over and over and over and over. And I'm going to call it now. Later on, when they all start doing what's called edification of each other, I am going to try and skip through that pit. We don't need to hear them gush over each other and pour into. Like, this is a look out for those words: pour into, linking arms, whatever, and all these sort of MLM garbage terms. They're garbage terms. They're garbage. And what he's doing right now is edification and basically going, oh, these people love it. It's part of the model where they love bomb you to get you stuck in. It is really part of the model. They love bomb you to get you stuck in and get you hooked. Now they're kind of doing this to the other people they're involved with. They're kind of this edification of pushing and building them up and going, they're so fucking fabulous. They're so awesome. And oh yeah, baby. It's total. What's the saying? Blowing wind up their ass, or it's all hot air. It's all hot air. It means absolutely nothing. These people are nobodies except for, their downlines. Their downlines, they're somebody, and in Modea there was somebody, but really their whole identity and self is so entangled enmeshed in MLM and this whole thing that they can't. It's like I said, it takes a lot to deprogram and deconstruct this. It takes a lot. And yeah, we'll continue, but I will give you the heads up. Every time I see this starting, the edification part where they're building each other up and going, this person's so wonderful and fabulous, I am going to skip it because it's a lot of hot air. It's a lot of nothing. And let's move on.
All of us combined do over $2 billion in sales. She's going to talk about helping people, growing people, giving a path for people to run on and win at a high level. So I want to introduce my friend, the most powerful woman that I know in network marketing, Michelle Barnes.
Oh my gosh, Tony, Sarah, you guys are so freaking amazing. I love you guys.
Okay, cast of characters. Let's give a little context for Michelle. Michelle, come on down. Michelle Barnes began her career with FEMA, reaching the ambassador rank. She joined Modea in 2015, quickly attaining Elite 3 rank in her first month. Now, there's a reason why she did that. This is not normal for anyone to reach that sort of rank in her first month. I think she says it in this video, but if not, I will put DC's video where they literally formed this on a Zoom. They literally formed all this on a Zoom call. And I think she mentioned it in that call, if not this call, about her whole history. And there's this is now the third network marketing company in her history that's gone poof, poof, and left her in a lurch and left her with nothing. She doesn't, it's just like, do you not see the writing on the wall? Michelle, hello. Get the fuck out. Anyway, yeah. So it's a little bit of her history. So she's always had a big downline, and she's always just moved on to the next thing with her downline, and hence, the edification and all the crap with that. Anyway, let's go.
Guys, I feel so blessed and honored to be on this journey with this group of humans, and you guys just rock. I mean, we've been through a lot together over the many, many, many years, even when we weren't in the same company. Every single time you follow any of these amazing leaders that you're going to hear from tonight in the next 20, like the second I saw the name, and then I started getting all crazy, chat GPTing the heck out of it, doing all this stuff. And
I'm someone who is a very, very big and active user of ChatGPT. I also use Grok here and there. Nueva is the name. We all know this. She's getting excited over this name. There's problematic aspects to it from the fact that, taken from the Spanish language, it might not be done in the accurate way, because Nueva is feminine, Nuevo is masculine. So, there's all sorts of good things going on with the name that's problematic. But thinking it's so awesome, like Nueva, oh my God, let's use the word new, the feminine version of new. It's just like, Really? It's not new. Amway was new back in the day when it was new. That was new. And by the way, Amway came up with the term MLM, multi-level marketing. And anyway, we'll let her continue.
And I had chills, full body chills. And so our name is Nueva. And I am telling you guys, this is a movement, okay? Nueva is going to be the new standard.
Every time this is the third time I'm listening to this video because I saw it on DC's thing, then I saw it on Julie's thing, and then hearing it, it just still gets, it's just like this reaction, this little reaction. So anyway, I don't know about you, but that just gave me the ick. It's just like, it's so, now that I see it, you cannot unsee it, and you just cannot fall for it. It's just like, this is so used car, people do the used car salesman, thing. Like, it's just so slimy and feels like slick salesperson sort of stuff. It's just, no, she has really fallen for her own bullshit. Go on, you do you, peeps.
Because you know what? We're done over the last 2, 3, 4 decades that we've been in this business between all of us. We are tired of the old standard. We're tired of putting our lives in someone else's hands. We're done.
Then don't get involved in MLMs. Oh, it's the cat boy. Yeah, if you hear that, that's that cat boy. Anyway, yeah, really, seriously, Michelle, if you're sick of doing that, then create your own legitimate business and get out of MLM. Even with this whole setup where they think they've got control, and it's all pseudo, it's all fake. It's no, they have not got control, because look how many people are involved in this. And what's that saying? Too many cooks in the kitchen? Too many chefs in the kitchen? Anyway, my brain's not working on that point. Nonetheless, I do have some notes. I want to go into my notes on a little bit what she's saying. Okay, so the whole inviting everyone to join the movement. This is very, very common. There's so many MLMs say, join our movement. Oh, so many times I've heard this. So movement is an MLM code for recruit everyone you know. Remember that. This is my note that I made. I really did make that. And the ACCC warns that urgent join now calls are pyramid scheme tactics, not community building. You deserve better than a scheme where 99% lose money and whoever's hype is as a trust. I literally put this down. Lose money where whoever's hype is as trustworthy as a used car ad in Trading Post. Anyway, that's an Aussieism. Anyway, so vital information for you to get in your head is never join an MLM without seeing an income disclosure and chatting with a financial advisor. Now, those who are in Australia, in our MLM and Scam Survivors Support Australia Facebook group, I'll put the link for that in the description, of course. We do have someone who knows her thing about money. Also, Victoria Devine, she's on the money. She's someone good to talk to. But an actual financial advisor, speak to them, not your accountant, believe me, not your accountant, but speak to a financial advisor, and also, yeah, find out an income disclosure statement. This business has been around for 5 days. There's no income disclosure. No one's earned shit because there's no website. There's no product. Need I keep saying this? I'm going to keep saying this. I am going to keep saying this. So, yeah. Oh, also, I will mention this. Nueva's method is under wraps, is as sus as a miracle cure ad on late night telly. I put that down. So yeah, they're going to be pushing peptides. I will be upfront about this, as you will see, as a magic weight loss pills. And it's just big promises, no substance. And basically, I really wish I had the ability to show a kangaroo hopping by, because it's so Aussie. We kangaroo hop with a little sign going, revolutionary. Anyway, yeah. Let's move on. It's all hot air right now, but let's keep going.
We're done doing that. Okay. And you should be too. So anyway, so the name is Nueva, and it means total rebirth. Okay. And we are setting the standard for wellness. We are setting the standard for wealth. We are setting the standard for worth. Okay. So that is what we're doing, you guys. And we are so excited to have you taking a look at this. It's going to be a crazy ride. So put your seatbelt on, because it's going to be amazing. But all I know is
the anti-MLM movement is putting our seatbelts on, and got our popcorn, or for me, it's tea. Got our tea, because I truly want to see what happens 6 months from now. I really see problems. There's too many egos here. So many egos and so much greed. I see problems 6 months from now. And I also potentially am curious what happens by the end of the year. Will this even be a thing? I'm going to mention a bit of history. Look up SOL, SOL people. I have got it in my YouTube shorts, a bit about it, but they came and they left. Same thing. Like, the people that started that thought they were all hot shit and everything, and they ghosted everyone a year later. It's nothing now. It doesn't exist now. MoDare doesn't exist. It's just, I really wish they could see the writing on the wall. Really wish.
with this group of humans, no one's going to bet against us. Okay. I'm telling you, what we are going to do, what we've already done, is just sick and wrong. Okay. It's madness. Okay. It's insane what we've done. But what we're going to do in the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years and beyond, that you'll be able to will to your kids, etc.
We'll pause on this. Will to your kids. Please don't bring your kids into your MLM. Please keep them the fuck away from it. Oh my gosh. And I really don't know. You can't will this to your kids. Unless you set up a trust fund where you put money aside for them and everything, and do it like the legal way and legitimate way. But you can't actually will an MLM business to someone else. Especially right now, where this is legitimately a pyramid scheme. There's no product, no website, nothing. It's all hot air. It's just a pitch right now.
It's going to be, like I said, the new standard. So you guys, I get the honor tonight to introduce one of my best friends in the entire millions and millions of dollars idea, and we created it into a reality.
Okay, so you're probably like, oops, I skipped parts. Yeah, I know. Edification people, I don't want to really go there. I don't really want to share my any of it. So who's this lady? So her cast of character, her character is Michelle Barnes. Welcome, Michelle. And she began her MLM career with FEMA, reaching the, no, wrong one. That was Michelle before. This is Margie. Sorry. Margie. Sorry, Margie. Hi, Margie. She started, okay, so this is really interesting. Margie's really interesting. She started with New Ways International in 1989. Fuck, I was young. How old is she? I definitely wasn't legal age in 89. No, I graduated high school in 95, so that says everything. Anyway, you can guess my age. I said it, 46. Anyway, she started with New Ways International in 1989, becoming the first Crown Diamond Ambassador in North America. Now, here's the history: is New Ways International ended up becoming MoDare. She didn't actually have to change companies. They actually ended up changing themselves. So yeah, she's been with the same company since 1989. She's had a long time to work this business. So I don't know. It's just, yeah, let's let her talk.
And it changed the profession. So we have that as our foundation in our DNA. And so we're committed to all of those same principles. The thing that brought us to the boardroom table, a home for everyone, more success for more people, finding your way of doing this on a platform of clean label living with wellness.
Just got to pause on the clean living thing. Just put this in your brain, put a little asterisk or a note, make it, write it down, people. Clean is a marketing term. It means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely positively nothing. I'm going to see if I've got any notes about this. No, just about how peptides are bullshit right now. They're like, peptides are legit in medicine, but dodgy in MLMs without TGA approval. Here in Australia, they're Therapeutic Goods Association approval. So Nueva's I can't say revolutionary. I said it. Revolutionary claims lack evidence, like doTERRA's. Yes, like doTERRA's unverified wellness pitches busted by the ACCC in 2020. Yeah. So oh yeah, here we go. Margie's going to be highlighting clean ingredients. We just heard that. The peptides. Oh, and also she's going to really start on the anti-inflammatory science, quotation marks. What science? Where's the science? Is not in the room with us when this comes to this woman. So my counter arguments, I've put some dot points. MLM products are often overpriced rip-offs. I literally put that there. They are. They're always overpriced rip-offs. Now, think of it. They have to pay out all these people got to get their payouts. Then all the people under them have got to get payouts, as well as all the corporate expenses. Overpriced. There's too many people getting a finger in their pie. Put on all these fingers in the pie. This person's got to get a payout. This person's got to get a payout. This person's got to get a payout. Corporate's got to survive. Corporate's got to make a profit. This person's got to get a payout. So, yeah. A 2007 Truth in Advertising report found MLMs like doTERRA charged double for essential oils compared to Chemist Warehouse. Chemist Warehouse is a place here in Australia. So, Nueva's peptides could be the same. Are they going to be the same? It's always the same. I find it across the board. I've seen this with every MLM. Wellness claims need, here in Australia, wellness claims need Therapeutic Goods Association, TGA approval in Australia. Without peer-reviewed studies, Nueva's claims, all the claims she's about to make is as trustworthy as snake oil at a royal show. Listen to all the claims she makes. Think about what I've just said. Again, wellness claims need TGA approval here in Australia. Without peer-reviewed studies, Nueva's anti-inflammatory pitch is as trustworthy as snake oil. And vital information you need, well, we'll go and listen to this. Compare Nueva's peptide prices to non-MLM brands at Priceline or Terry White. If they're dearer, you're paying this for the scheme, not the product. Plus, TGA requires health claims. If Nueva spruiking unverified benefits, please report them. TGA.gov.au. Yeah, I'll put all this down below. And then, of course, here we go. Here's a touch point too. Compare Nueva's products, which are non-existent right now, but when they become existent, compare them to some overpriced superfoods at any bar and bay market, hyped but no better than Coles. And yeah, I don't need to say more than that. All right, let's keep going.
Exonerated. Like, you guys, we're reluctant to say too much. I know, like, tell us something. So I'm going to tell you a little bit. We're reluctant because until everything is inked, we just don't want to create an expectation and disappointments, because our
She's doing that right now. This is their second video about this. Second video. This won't be the last. It's just that the anti-MLM community got a hold of it. And there's a whole heap of unlisted videos that we'll be trying to get, like we, as in the anti-MLM movement, will be trying to get our hands on to see what's happening with this. Yeah, you're already setting everyone up for disappointment. It's just part of the model. MLMs will set you up for disappointment constantly until you realize, what's my tagline again, everyone? Say it with me. There is no such thing as a good MLM. Oh, 9 words. Yay, we all said it.
core says, be true to the people who are putting their trust in you. And the biggest heartbreak for every single one of us on their Friday afternoon and my 2 a.m. in New Delhi was, what about our people? What about our people that are depending on something and love these products, and on and on? Our thought is of you. You're in really, really good hands. So I am going to tell you a little bit, however. We are working on some things. You know, I'm the total science geek. I know a lot of you are. So the minute we can share details, we're going to get your fingerprints. You know, we get a chance to have our fingerprints in the foundation. That's an exciting thing to look back on 20, 30 years. A place of stability where no one can whimsically rip this away from us. That when we build our dream and we put our words out and other people buy into our dream, no one can take that from us. Ain't never happening again. So that being said, let me tell you just a little bit about what we're doing in the product arena. Let me tell you that it's all built on that Live Clean mission. That is all in place. We're working on a product. This is a single product. It's I'd say 95% likely, but you'll get details once it is 100% likely. It will increase circulation. It will reduce inflammation. It will improve fat metabolism. Like, I've just said 3 things. How many of you are thinking, oh, I take 4 different products to try to achieve that, right?
There is no product. They slapped this together in 5 days. They're working off peptides, the whole peptides thing. There is no actual product. So, and you, just like, anyway. Keep going, my dear. TGA, if you ever try to do this, if they ever try to launch in Australia, it ain't going to happen. Not with this crap. Anyone, please, if they do try to launch in Australia, or if someone in Australia approaches you, please tell them they don't have TGA approval, and you will take that and now report it to the TGAs, because there's all going to be all sorts of health claims that she's spouting off right now, and it's just no, stop it, back up
Right now, just listen, my friends. Okay, quick repeat: increase circulation, reduce inflammation, improve fat metabolism, support brain health. It's a powerful antioxidant. It promotes anti-aging. It improves hydration. It supports healthy heart. And I've seen the scientific studies, you guys. Not even.
Yeah, I've seen the scientific studies. I can tell you right now, the amount of times these MLM Huns say, I've seen the scientific studies, okay. I maybe go into this in another video, but there's a way you have to actually be trained to read the studies. You can't just be all like, ooh, and read the summary at the start or whatever, just the conclusion and the summary and go, yep, I've read the scientific studies. I've seen peptides and certain words, and it's totally true. There's all sorts of biases, of course, from yourself that you're going to see certain things as well. And you actually have to be trained on how to read studies and know about the scientific process and the way everything is. And so you can see the flaws in studies, because there's studies out there people are touting and they are flawed. They are flawed AF. They either don't have a big sample size, or I don't know what's going. There's so much flaws, and people will still be like, yeah, but it's just like, no. If you know how to read scientific studies, you will know that most MLM scientific studies are not worth the paper it's written on as such. They've just seen certain words and got their biases, and they're just making those, because the big thing about the human brain, I want everyone to remember this every time with a lot of different things in life. We love to make meaning out of everything. Our brain is a meaning making machine. Remember that. Brain, meaning making machine. Because it loves to make things mean something. It needs to make sense of this world. And it will use all sorts of biases and trickery and all that sort of stuff to make things fit and work and all sorts of things. So, yeah, taking that, nah.
I'm going to allude to the delivery system, because when you find that out, you'll bounce off the walls and you probably won't sleep. So let me just also say a little bit about peptides. So, peptides are a buzzword.
Okay, so let me say a word about peptides. I've got my notes. Peptides unlock. So this is her, she's just heard her claims, but you're about to hear more. Peptides unlock cellular healing with Nueva's revolutionary delivery method, right? First, we don't know what that is. My counter argument is peptides are legit in medicine, but dodgy as fucking MLMs without TGA approval. I never already said that, but I'm saying it again, and saying it again. Now you got to remember, these revolutionary claims she's doing lack evidence. What evidence? What product? Give me your product. Oh no, we don't have one. Here we go. Here's your product. That's literally what it is right now. Secret delivery methods are a huge red flag. I really wish I had a little red flag. Red flag! And you really need to see a GP before buying peptide products. Especially as a woman, you really need to see a GP before buying peptide products. I'm going to say this too. If you know, you know. But if you've done the certain reading about certain things, you'll know a lot of medicine out there hasn't been tested on women. And that's a thing. And even a lot of stuff that's meant to be for women specifically hasn't been tested on women. It's been tested on men in the medical profession, and still does to this day. And we can be discounted and dismissed in the medical profession a lot. There's so many stories, and yes, antidotes are biased and stuff, but overall, people have done enough research on this, and there's enough out there to say this is legitimate true for women. So I would, whilst I have my thing about GPs, it is also an autistic thing, but I've got medical anxiety from trauma too. I won't put that on you. That's my thing. But at the same time, there's a lot of things you've got to be wary of, especially with MLMs and peptides and then revolutionary delivery method. It's just like, please, and be upfront with them. because MLMs skip medical oversight, risking your health. They really do. They really, really do. And if Nueva's method is under wraps, it's as sus as a miracle cure on a late night telly ad. It's just like, really, compare peptides to magic weight loss pills. Hello, Amway. Hello, Neutralite. Can you see here how it's seriously copy pasted way back? Amway and Neutralite, peptides for weight loss. Yeah. Anyway, no substance. Let's keep going.
Word. Some people know what they are. Some people don't. What the hell even are peptides, right? And there are legit peptides and there are non-legit peptides. But, you know, let me
just pause here for a moment. This is her throwing shade at another MLM. And I'm going to say it here because we're way into this. It's called Make Wellness. And Make Wellness was founded by Justin Prince, who was formerly from Modere. And they're totally, all of them throwing shade at him. There's a whole thing about it. There's history. The anti-MLM movement has covered it. You need to go back through all the different videos to see it all about the Justin Prince court case with Modere and all these people. And it's basically these people versus Justin. So, yeah, they're all got shade. They don't like Make Wellness. Also, the fact that, I'm going to say it right now, Make Wellness took a lot of their distributors. Like Modere ceased, yes. Modere stopped and did the rug pull to everyone, yes. And a lot of those people went boom straight to Make Wellness, because unlike this Nueva, it actually exists. And whilst their product is also a lot of BS, a lot of bullshit, at least they've got one, I guess. Like, yeah, anyway. Make Wellness is where they're throwing shade. With a lot of these people, they're going to be throwing shade at Make Wellness, and they don't like Justin Prince. Just remember that.
just give you a little bit of subtext. I know many of you are familiar with peptides, but for some of you are going, what even are they? And why are they such a big deal? So peptides are short chain amino acids. They're the building blocks of protein. And they can do so many things. They can be signaling molecules. They can act as
Okay, let's move on.
distinct honor and privilege to bring, I think he's this.
If
we didn't have his mind,
edification
was basically murdered. I don't use that word.
Rick and he's murdering.
Man.
Combined, I don't know, what is it, guys? Like 40 years in the profession. Rick has 2 law degrees.
Okay. Cast of characters. Rick, he's actually my favorite cast character in this because throughout a lot of the Zoom meetings, he's just like, so Rick Teague, it's actually 2 of them, Rick and Michelle, his wife Teague. Rick Teague began his MLM career with Max International, building a network of over 38,000 associates before resigning due to declining momentum. Oh my God. That's like, well, yeah. Well, anyway, that's what happens to all of them anyway. Michelle Teague, his wife, entered the MLM industry in 1984 with Herbalife at age 19 and later achieved top ranks at Modere. So you're about to meet Rick, and he's going to go on a whole murder thing, and it's so goddamn dramatic. So dramatic. But my biggest thing with Rick is this is where God comes into it. This is where God comes into it. And I'm going to call it out now. I'm going to call it all this out now. A lot of the claims they're going to be making is whoever's launch is such a godly thing. It's all the God stuff, right? Tied to spiritual timing, especially because I'm doing this on Easter Sunday. They're doing this over the Easter long weekend as such, around that time. They've totally used it and coupled it with it all. There's going to be a lot of spiritual talk and spiritual manipulation. Now, for Australians, we generally aren't really, we're not secular. There's a lot of people that celebrate, you know, there are Christian and stuff, but we do have a Muslim community, Islamic community. We have Hindus, we have, you name the religion, they're here. I personally, I'm going to out myself, quite happy to. There's a reason why I'm Pink Moon Witch. I am a neo-pagan eclectic witch. I am a small W on that, please. I'm not linked with Wicca. Please don't link me with Wicca. Ugh. But I'm small W witch, the craft of the witch. It's very atheistic. It's very much about life and lifestyle and very grounded sort of stuff. But yeah, I am a neo-pagan witch. So this all God stuff doesn't, and even with that, I'm very goddess leaning. Though I have a Trinity. I have my own Trinity, as I was raised Roman Catholic, and I have God, Goddess, and Great Spirit. And they each have their own thing, you know? And it's not like Jesus, God, and Holy Spirit. It's not. I've created my own thing. And they're about to go into, well, Rick's about to go into a lot of spiritual manipulation here. Anyway, so yeah, MLMs love to exploit faith to build trust. And if you go to Reddit's anti-MLM subreddit, you'll see about so many people losing their savings because they've trusted these people because they've gone, this is godly, this is God has brought this to us, and all this sort of stuff. What you need to know is this is a stunt, not divine will, and you aren't a mug, so don't allow them to try and legitimize this using God. Another vital piece of information is MLMs targeting religious communities use faith to dodge scrutiny. I will repeat that. MLMs targeting religious communities use faith to dodge scrutiny. They're trying to have you trust them blindly. Check their business model, which of course is an MLM and broken and won't work. And this is really like, if you start seeing every time someone mentions God in an MLM thing, start linking them to a televangelist begging for donations on TV. It's just as bad as that in the prosperity gospel and all that sort of stuff. You can go down the rabbit hole of that on YouTube. There's a whole thing. But yeah, we'll keep going. All right, let Rick go. Let Rick go. Let Rick go. And by the way, his whole murder thing, no one murdered no one. A company stopped ceasing to exist. It's been dramatic. It's have a laugh at his expense, because this is dramatic AF and it doesn't need to be.
If we didn't have his mind, I'd be scared. I'm so happy we have Rick and Fatigue Shell. Rick, will you step up and tell us what you're thinking, baby?
I know. I don't know what to say after you did that lead in. Man, smartest man in the world. Did you say that? I'm not going to even go anywhere near that one. So anyway, I'm going to go through, that's funny. I'm going to go through 6 quick points. You would think, yeah, he's going to do a point. Well, point 1 is, some of you may be wondering, and we're trying to shift. Some of you know we've done a couple of Zooms in the last 2 or 3 days, and there's so many people interested and so many people wanting details. They're like, put together a slide deck. You know, we want to see like a building, a comp plan, a picture of a product, and all that. We're really close to that, but keep in mind, this is like, we only decided to do this like Sunday afternoon. This is Wednesday. So the fact that we're even on here all talking with this many people watching, divine providence is at play, and it's a miracle. And bottom line is, we were forced into this situation. You know that. I mean, on Friday afternoon, our business was basically murdered. I don't use that word lightly, but that's the truth. It was a healthy business. It was a growing business. We had conferences in various markets around the world. We had new product launches. We had new product launches coming. We had all this stuff going. And a big bank and a big private equity company basically got mad at each other.
Okay, Rick. Okay, I'm going to skip over a bit. You don't need to know him whinging and groaning about it all. It's just like push comes to shove, it's a broken business model. It's a broken system. Don't touch MLMs. Don't buy their products. Don't touch them. There's no such thing as a good MLM.
But it's like our business was murdered on Friday. Feel like they could legitimately win. Here we got a chance to come together as a group of field leaders and people with money and resources that also came from the field. And is here. That makes the magic is here, which makes the music much easier, which makes what you're setting out to do much more achievable. And then the final point I'll say is, and you hear this, and some of you may be on here and you're not really from the previous company. You might even not know that much about the previous company, but we came in and had a model called social retail. And over the last 12 years, we did change the industry. We set out to intentionally disrupt the industry. One of the hallmarks to that plan was that you should be able to come into to a company like this or that one and now this one and earn significant money without having to recruit and team build if you don't want to do that. And that's impossible in places. But we rocked it.
All right. So Modere did require you to recruit and team build to actually make good money. Okay. Okay. All right. And they also had, like I said, the pseudo affiliate marketing thing going on. Some of them do. Some of them are doing this pseudo affiliate marketing stuff, trying to get around that. Oh, you don't need to be an MLM to build up big and earn the big money, but you do. You do. You the fucking do.
We had more people earning more money from their customer groups, which we call a customer pod, than any company in history, especially for one that was our size. But on the other hand, we also...
That has been debunked. That has been debunked. Yeah. I don't have the note on that one, but I do remember debunking that one somewhere. Someone somewhere debunked that one. Yeah, it's not true.
So had just monstrous successes and had all that in the other company. We know that works. Like I said, the most successful comp plan in the industry the last 12 years, we're going to copy it. We're going to improve it a couple of ways. We know what it pays out, that much.
Okay. They're going to copy paste with a little bit of tweaking the comp plan of Modere when it first started. If it works so well, why didn't they keep it? I will say that I've had this happen. Okay, I'm going to call it. I've had this happen to me in 2 MLMs I was part of. The one that I will talk about is Send Out Cards. When I first signed up with them, it was a certain comp plan. And that's the comp plan I was taught. That was the comp plan I signed up with. And that was the comp plan I liked. Then 6 months later, they switched it. 6 months later. This is the reason why right at the start I said, let's see what happens in 6 months. Let's see what happens in 6 months, because I'm telling you now, it's not, yeah, I'm not holding my breath. No.
But anyway, I'm going to be quiet, let him close this thing out. And John, I see you there. Talk.
Okay, cast of characters. He, by the way, you probably won't see it in the recording, but he has on his little Zoom the real, like not the real John Melton. Oh, who could you be anymore? All right, cast of characters. John Melton. John started his MLM journey with FEMA, where he built a significant organization. Later joined Modere, achieving Elite 1 status. Okay, so he's actually doing all right. And his whole ATM thing, it's not that groundbreaking or brilliant. It really isn't. It really, really isn't. And him, anything else we need to know about him? Oh, he was brought on also through Brian M. And Brian M., I don't know his last name. He's actually one of the guys funding this stuff. And was in one of the first video from DC. He was in that one. He's not in this one. He's in the background. He's not really a forward-facing person. So, yeah. He's a top earner. That's all you need to know. So, yeah, he's got his own thing. Everyone's got their own opinion about him at the moment. And I will say this before we go into it. They're going to be inviting you to join as a movement again for wealth and wellness. A reminder, movement is MLM code for recruit everyone you know. And then just compare compare the movement to a culty fitness fads, lots of noise, no results, all hot air. So anyway, I'm going to, it's 36% payouts. Somewhere along there I mentioned. Anyway, let's John finish this because it's just bullshit and I've gone along for long enough. Let's finish it.
Rick, you're awesome. That was fun. I don't know if Rick's ever introduced me on a Zoom or a webinar before, so that was really cool. And you're an absolute legend. And of course, everybody.
Yes, everyone, we know he needs to put it horizontal. If for some odd reason, real John Melton thinks he's too cool for school and is vertical. It's just like he can't do horizontal for some reason. Whatever.
Heard from is a legend, and you guys didn't even hear from. And like the technology I have, the software I have, the capture pages, the funnels, the systems, abandoned carts and all these crazy cool features that our other company, they would create something, but then it would be wonky and it would have glitches. And I'm not saying, what we're going to do is going to be perfect or not have problems and, challenges, especially with it being a brand new company. But like Rick said, it was like just a few days ago, we were like, what are we going to do next? Just a few days ago, we were trying to decide what was that next.
Take note of that. Take note of that. They were left high and dry. There's a desperation here. There's a literal survival response going on with them in their animalistic brains. Going fight, flight, fawn, or freeze. There's so many different survival responses, and this is one of them. They're desperate. They're fighting right now, trying so badly to find something, do something, make sense of it all. They haven't the biggest thing, I know I haven't touched on this, but we're at the end now. Biggest thing I want to touch on is that none of them have given themselves enough time to have a moment, to have a beat, to have a breathing room, to actually grieve what's going on. This is actually a small t trauma, what just happened to them all. I want to acknowledge that. I want to acknowledge that this is actually a little small t trauma that has happened to them and everyone in their downlines, every single person in their downline. So even to them. And whilst I'm not fully sympathetic to them because they are the predator in this scheme and there's a lot of prey under them, they are human. These people are humans. These people are our fellow humans, and they would have experienced a small t trauma. So this is them fighting for their lives as such. This is what's going on in our animal brains when this stuff happens. And just remember that with all this. It's not about you, it's about them. It's very, very selfish right now. And there's no such thing as a good MLM. Not this one, not any of them.
Best step, but the two gentlemen that I've been working with for the last decade that have been the most generous help, you know,
Okay.
yeah, we've got these peptides, we have another.
I skipped over a bit because he talked about people we don't need to know about. We don't know who they are. We don't care. Well, let's move on.
Product that I just tried. We have a few other products that we're going to try. I mean, we're not going to have like one product or two products. Now, maybe like in the first month when we launch, which the goal is to be able to start pre-launching and enrolling within a matter of weeks. And
Stop. Pre-launching and enrolling in a matter of weeks. Pre-launching and enrolling. At that point, they won't have actual product. That's a legitimate pyramid scheme. Please remember, there is no product for them to hide behind. They're legitimately pre-launching and enrolling. They've said it right there. He said it right there. Can you really, really get it through? There is nothing. There is nothing right now. And they're working on just be able to get something together so that they can enroll you. Again, you are the product. Enroll you and recruit you. Because enrollment is recruitment. And recruitment is, hello, pyramid scheme. It's a damn scam. No one's going to make money except them. There's nothing for them to pay out on. There's nothing for them to provide you with because they won't have a product. Pre-launch and enrollment is word for we want all your monies. We want to get you in and get your monies. And we may or may not launch something. They may or may not send something out. But anyway, even if they do, it's hiding behind it. But hiding behind that, like, ooh, what's happening behind my hand? What's happening behind my hand? What's happening behind my hand? Scam! Scam, scam. So I don't know how I had the Batman theme in my head just then.
literally start shipping products, taking orders within the month. Now, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, so it could be 45 days. I know some of you are like, what about Europe? What about Canada? We're going to do our best. Literally, we're working tirelessly. Like Tim and Brian were on the phone yesterday for 5 hours. You have these people that have a lot of experience on the back end. You know, we have people that understand manufacturing, shipping. They understand like the international aspect and all the different types of products we can roll out. There's a couple other ideas that we had today that I think are going to be a game changer. And if we pull this off, if we even do half the things I think we're capable of, this will be one of the hottest companies in the history of the profession. And guess what? There's not a lot out there right now that's hot. There's not a lot out there right now that's growing. And I think this is a God thing. I think this was all meant to be. Obviously, I didn't think that at first. The first day it was like, you know, shoot me. It's like Rick said, it was a.
Okay, everyone, we'll stop. Floof break. Everyone meet Gabby. Gabby, meet everyone. She's purring like a mofo right now. Yeah, she is wanting food. Hence the reason why she was bothering me before and the reason why I'm doing this and jumping up and down on my seat, because this kind of chills her out a little. And I want to hear her purring because that'll soothe me from all this bullshit.
Murder. We're laughing now, but it really wasn't funny. And by the way, we all were supposed to earn like all of us leaders were supposed to get like a 6-figure deposit on Friday. So you can imagine like, and like, I think Tony said it, or maybe it was Rick, we were offered a lot of money to go elsewhere. We're just like, but how is that good for our people? None of these plans, none of these companies had what we had. So we're not going to take a step down. No, let's just recreate what we had, but better and have control. Anyway, I'm excited. You can probably tell. I love you. I respect you. We appreciate you so much.
You don't even know me. How could you do that? Really, seriously, with this part, I love you, I respect you, and I'm just like, but you don't know me, and you're saying this. You got to understand, this is parasocial relationships. Parasocial. You don't know John. You may think you do. You may think you do, but you don't know him. You don't know him. This is parasocial relationship. Saying I love you, I thank you, blah 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 blah. Don't listen. Please don't.
We honor the fact that this is a risk for all of you as well. a lot of you have probably been approached by all these other companies. And listen, if you got to make money and you're in a hurry, you got to do what you got to do. But I think if you can just hang tight, like every day we have updates. Like I can't even imagine how much further we're going to be just 1 week from now. Just 1 week. By next Wednesday, we're going to know so much more than we do right now. So bear with us. But I know a lot of.
So yeah, watch this space. Watch the anti-MLM. Get the words out. Watch the anti-MLM space. You know, check in on my playlists because I may not be doing a lot of videos, but it's a case of other content creators will be, and they will be in my playlists. So check it out. And also Instagram, peeps. Instagram. I'll share what I know.
You're so excited. I have people that I haven't worked with in over a decade that I used to work with. They're excited for the first time.
Anyway, I'm going to just finish with that. We're going to just close that out, remove that, and go back to me. All righty, we're going to make me full screen, the whole thing, solo layout. Woo, hello, hi you. All right, so here's my little closing outro, peeps. So if this video stirred something in you, maybe you're in an MLM right now, maybe you've just left, or maybe sorry, I'm reading I will be honest, I'm getting used to my outro. If this video stirred something in you, maybe you're in an MLM right now, maybe you've just left, or maybe you're starting to question it all, please do. I just want you to know you're not alone. I've definitely been there. I have definitely been there, and there is life after MLM, 100%. And a better one with no scripts, no shame, and no chasing ranks. If you found this helpful, give it a like. And please do. Please give it a like. Share it with someone who might need to hear it. And hit subscribe. Please hit subscribe so you don't miss my next one, whenever that will be. Honestly, it's going to be very random. And if you want more unfiltered real-time anti-MLM content, because I ain't an editor. There's no editing. I am not editing. Or just a space to feel seen. Come hang with me. And if Gabby annoys me, and Gabby, I'm here and over on Instagram. You'll see my Instagram description, and that's my Instagram handle there. So take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Oh, and I'll see you in the comments. I'll see you in the comments of a lot of other creators. Now we click end recording. No.